A very pleasant good morning to all, and happy in inviting you back to the class. Today, in the paper Fundamentals of Language, we are going to see the topic from the second unit, that is growth of vocabulary. I welcome you all for this particular class. First of all, we should know what is called as vocabulary is and how did it start developing in English language. This is the first thing what we have to see. Middle of the 17th century, English language had more or less assumed its present form so far as grammar, spellings and pronunciation as concerns. So in the mid of 17th century, the English language was really having very less amount or very poor in what? Grammar, spellings and pronunciation. Only after the restoration onwards, the chief development has been in the direction of an enlarged of the vocabulary on the one hand and change in the meaning of the word. So only after the period of restoration, the change in vocabulary or the formation of new words has taken place. In this particular slide, we are going to see that how English language was rich in its vocabulary. So you know that in the last class we discussed about English as an English for specific purpose. So you know how important English language is, and now we are considering English as a worldwide language. Am I right? So the English language is the richest of all the languages and had most extensive vocabularies. Okay, after the restoration period, what happened? It had more extensive vocabulary. New words have entered and enlarged the vocabularies in English. So it has increased the vocabularies of our English language. For the increasing of vocabulary, Dr. Johnson, who is the founder of dictionary in the year of 1755, contained how many words? 4,000, 48,000 entire words. And after that, while in the 20th century, Oxford Dictionary listed more than 4,000 words. Not only Dr. Johnson played a vital role in developing the new vocabularies in English language. Other than that, we have great literary figures like Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Milton, who have enriched the English vocabulary to the great deal. So it is not only in the hand of whom Dr. Johnson, but also Shakespeare, Chaucer, and Milton has also played a very vital role. In this particular slide, we are going to see that how English language has derived its vocabulary in various forms. So here are some of the forms which helped in forming more number of vocabularies in English language. The first one is imitation, the second one is extension, the third one is derivation, fourth one is conservation, fifth one is abbreviation, and sixth one is synconisation. So these are, we have more. Let us see in the next slide. The seventh one is blending, eighth one is telescoping, ninth one is compounding, 10th one is initialism, 11th one is words derived from proper nouns, 12th one is back formation. 13th one is corruption or misunderstanding, 14th one is frick formation, and 15th one is replication. So these are the 15 important sections which helped in improving the vocabulary in English language. The first topic that we are going to see for the development of vocabulary is imitation. The number of words in our vocabulary today is especially those which describe some kind of sounds are obviously the imitations or imitative. So this we have discussed already in the origin of language, that We are natural sound source. In the natural sound source, what we discussed, the sounds that has been actually derived from the nature is absorbed by the humans and then they later talk. So this is a very big example for you, and in this imitation it means that we are actually imitating the words that we actually hear certain sounds from the nature. Some of the most examples we have here, like po, bis, click, hiss, and these are some of the example words. And other than that, we have the name of cuckoo is clearly an attempt to represent the distinctive call. So here what it means is that the imitation, whatever the sounds or whatever the words, first of all we saw about sounds, then now we are going to see about the words that are also formed by the imitations of the various sounds in and around the nature. The second one that we are going to see is called as the extension. So we are going to see how the extension helped in increasing the vocabulary. Extension means it is nothing but is another way which we call the vocabulary has been enriched. So enriched is nothing but how the vocabulary has been developed or how the vocabulary has been focused to call in various aspects. So here we have an example. Take a word, for example, board. Okay, this most common everyday word originally meant by plank of wood. So actually a board or something, what we mean actually, it is nothing but a wood. Now its meaning has been extended to means. So what they are telling is that in the extension, they are telling that the word, one particular word we have means we have extended it to up to our own wishes, and we have extended its meaning also. So come, let us see with an example for that. See, in this particular slide we are seeing the example of a wood. So wood, first one we will call it as a table. Second one, the food served on the table as is in the expression to pay for the directors. See, third one, a group of people to sit around the table as in the borders of directors. Fourth one, a smooth wooden surface as its noticed board, blackboard, the desk of the ship. Then there were various means of verb to board as in boarding a train, ship or a plane. So in all these six examples, we could see the extension word of the particular extension of a particular word named wood. So this is how it is playing a vital role in the development of a vocabulary, the extension. The third important one that helped in developing the vocabulary is derivation. So come, let us see what is the actual concept involved in the derivation. As you all know, derivation is nothing but it is going to give a full formation of a particular word. So come, let us see what it is actually dealing with us. This is a very ancient method of word formation. So which is a very ancient method of formation? Derivation is a very ancient method of word formation to be found in almost every language. This is not only in English language, it has been included in all the languages. Here we have simple root words to take and a suffix is added to it. So this is nothing but the derivation is actually dealing with the suffix and the prefix that we are going to add to a word and how we are able to give a meaning for it or how we are able to form a vocabulary. So let us see that now. Here we have certain examples for the suffix words, that is dumb as kingdom and freedom. Suffix word is nothing but adding the word after a word which gives a meaning. So that is called as suffix words. Prefix means we will add in the front of certain word. Suffix means we will add after a particular word. So here we have certain examples. Dumb as in the kingdom and freedom. Second example is that ship as in workship and fellowship. Less as in careless and moneyless. So these are the very easiest example through which we could understand the derivation of any particular word and which has developed in the formation or growth of vocabulary. Here are certain examples in the present or in the modern prefix how we are using intensively than the suffix. So in the last slide we saw how we are using the suffix, and in this slide we are going to see how we are using the prefix. And here we have certain examples. Pre as in premature or pre-rapulate. So this is how, as I told you already, prefix is nothing but we are going to add a certain word in front of our words. So that is what we have seen here, and the examples are pre as in premature or pre-rapulate, post as in postgraduate, inter as in international. So these are the examples that the usage of prefix in the modern age. The fourth important topic that we are going to see for the development of a growth of vocabulary is conversion. So come, let us see what the conversion actually deals with. See, when we automatically hear the word called conversion, we usually get adopted that a particular thing is going to get converted. So that is what it is called as conversion is. So here in the growth of vocabulary, we are going to see what is the major use of convention over here. So convention, it is one of the characteristics of English language that it is possible to use the same word. So listen carefully, to use the same word as noun, verb, adjective and many other parts of speech. So in the conversion, we are having a certain particular word means that particular word can be used as a noun. Noun is nothing but it is a name of a person, place or a things, anything, etc. Verb is nothing but it is an action word. Adjective that qualifies the noun. Am I right? So and many other parts of speeches like preposition, conjunction, interjection, it is all there. So in this conversion, a particular word can be changed into any of the parts of speech like noun, verb, adjective, interjection, conjunction and etc. So here we have certain examples. Come, let us see that also so that it will be very clear for you all. See the first example. Here they have given a word noun. Noun word park means an open place for keeping car. From this noun is coined as a verb. So if you are going to turn it as a verb to a verb, park means drive the car to the car park. So we are going to drive the car to the car park. So the particular word park is changing in as a noun. At the same time, it is also able to change as a verb. The second example is that from the noun pocket, we have a verb pocket. So noun word is a pocket. At the same time, we can use that particular word as a verb also. So similarly, this above examples are going to give us the explanation that the particular word can be get converted. It is according to how the human see it or how the human adopt it or how the human get looked over it, and according to that it will change into different parts of speech. So this is what is called as conversion in growth of vocabulary. Not only in the form of noun verb, but also sometimes an adjective gain the sense of noun. So what is going to gain the sense of noun? Adjective is going to gain the sense of noun by the substantive which is originally qualified. So we are going to actually find the qualified original words, and according to that the word will be able to change from adjective and as a noun. So here we have two examples for that. Submarine means submarine vessels or submarine boats. So we have two meanings for a particular word. So this is how we will be able to develop the vocabulary. So this is how it is helping, the conversion is helping in the development or the growth of vocabulary. The next important one that we are going to see for the development of the growth of vocabulary is abbreviations. Abbreviations or shortening or clipping. So come, let us see what it is actually dealing with. Abbreviation is a long word or a shortened by abbreviating it. So we have a very long word means, and if we are going to shorten that, then it is called as abbreviation or abbreviating it. After some period, the abbreviation itself become a new word and full form in no more used. So what is happening, once the word is very big, we are going to form a shorter one, like what to say, no, abbreviation. For abbreviation we are going to make in a shorter form, and what actually it means is that when we are using it day by day it increases. When we are using it, we are actually forgetting, or we are not using the what actual full word, full words. Okay, so that is what is called as abbreviation is. And here we have few examples, like zoo for zoological garden, bus for omnibus, exam for examination, max for mathematics, photo for photographs, and bike for bikes. So I hope that you understood what is meant by abbreviation is. Abbreviation is nothing but we have a very long word, and for that particular word we are going to write a shorter form, and as the days pass, the humans are continuously using only the shorter forms and not the longest form of that particular word. So that are the examples like examination, mathematics, photographs, bicycles, etc. The next important point for the growth of vocabulary is syncopation. This is meant by the particular form of shortening or abbreviation. So it is nothing but what it is called as syncopate is the abbreviation, or the main concept of it is that a vowel is actually removed from the word and the consonants on the either side are then run together. So first what happen, if we have a vowel in a particular word, we are going to remove that particular vowel from the particular word, and then the consonants runs on the either side, then run it together. As a result, what will happen, as a result one syllable is lost. So actually it is going to get lost with the syllables, because vowel is removed, then the consonant is going to run either together, then it is going to lose. Result is, what is the result it is going to be, result is one syllable is lost. So here we have example is that once, which was originally one. So example once that was actually once, before it was called as only once. Else, which was originally Elise. So likewise some past participles like born, worn, shone are in the forms of syncopates forms. So this is actually removing the vowels from the words and the consonants on the either side, and they are running together, and as a result what it is happening, one syllable is lost. So these are the forms of syncopates. So it is playing a very vital role in the growth of vocabulary. The next important concept that we are going to see for the development of growth of vocabulary is blending. So come, let us see what is the importance of blending are.